Welcome back. This is Dan Havey with CF Ninja Hacks, and today I'm going to show you a really cool new software program I just ran into. It's actually being put out by Russell Brunson. As many of you know, he bought Brixen, which was owned by Brad Callen, and they've renamed it Voomly, and so it's got software in it like Voomly and Doodly and Toonly and a bunch of other stuff. Well, this one is brand new. It's called Pyks, and what it does is it allows you to very, very quickly create product mock-ups like you're seeing on the screen here. Now, first off, I'm not a designer. You all know that. But I was able to, I've maybe worked in this program a total of 2 hours so far, and I was able to put this together with really no problem at all. So let me just show you what I have here. So here it is. And how I started off is I originally went in and I found a template that was actually a CD cover, and I pulled that off and I said, okay, well, I like this. I'm going to use this on something. And then I said, well, I also want to just pull off the background image. And so I pulled that off. And again, we're just saving these as PNGs on my desktop here. And then I said, well, let's make a CD cover. So I made a CD cover with this on it like that. And then I made a book cover. And so this was my kind of first trial run that I had. And so then we'll kill all those, and then came back in today, and I was like, okay, well, let's kind of do the same thing again. We're going to do a book cover here, and I just kind of did it on some Bitcoin stuff. And then we did, so this is obviously a cell phone, and so we got a little audio file playing on here, and then we have the iMac right there, and then we also have the CD as well. And so able to put all those things together in really very, very short period of time, came up with this. So let me show you how this software works, because like I said, you can whip these things out really fast. So let's do this. Let's go in here and let's create a new one. Okay, so let's go in and create ourselves a cover. We're going to create it. And so we got all kinds of stuff: bags, binders, brochures, boxes, discs, gadgets, magazines, screens. We got all kinds of stuff in here. But let's just go here. Let's start off with something simple, because right now I'm just kind of looking for an image. You can, of course, pull up an image if you're going to create your own, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute here. If you want to go in and create your own, you can pull up an image there as well, like millions of different pictures from Pixabay. So let me see if I got a decent background image here that I might want to use for something. All right, well, zombie lovers. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to have something about zombies? Let's try this out here, because all I'm looking to do here is just grab off a background image. Okay, so yeah, this is perfect. So we're going to come in here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to hide all of the stuff that isn't the background image. So we'll just keep taking things out. Ooh, we got a graveyard. Oops, what'd I do here? Color block. Oops. Oh, I'm getting it all messed up. Let's see here. Yeah, we got a graveyard. Don't want the background. Okay, I don't need that. Okay, so here we go. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to say I want to export this. So it's going to export it to a PNG file. So we're going to say export, and we're just going to call this test1. It's going to send it over here to my desktop right there. Had I wanted to save this project so I could pull it back into Pyks, I would then do save instead of doing the export. So we got that now. So now let's come back over here. We're going to click on new again. We're going to click on eCover, and this time we want to create a book. And so I already showed you this mock-up, so let me show you this one instead. And let's see here, anger management for men. I think that would go perfectly with our image. So let's do this here. We will discard the other, because I didn't really need to save that. I just wanted the image. So in this case here, now we're going to take this image and we're just going to bring it in. We're going to drop it in here. Okay, so there's the image, and it's all the way up here at the top. So what we want to do before we go any further is we want to get this lined up, because if I were to take this and drag it down, it's going to go behind everything else. It's going to make it really difficult to work with. So let's just see here. Let's hopefully this doesn't look too bad by the time I'm done. It is getting a little stretched out, so you probably wouldn't want to use this. But let's try this. Let's bring it down to right about here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the background to black. And all you got to do is double click on it. It'll pop it up, apply that to black. Now we got black on the bottom here. Okay, so now let's take our image that we just had, and we're going to drag that all the way down to the bottom. Okay, it went down here too far. Let's pull it back up one. Okay, there it's in front of it. All right, we got anger management for men. We have all that. And so now what we're going to have to do here now is we're going to have to go into each one of these. We're going to have to double click on it, and we're going to have to apply it to make this now white down here. And so then we will, click on this one here. We will make that white, so we got that below it. And we're just going to have to go through all these because obviously I put that black in the background. So that one we're going to leave alone. We're going to cancel that. That's okay. Anger management for men. Let's change the 4. Let's make that kind of a gold color. I don't know why. Now, one thing it's doing is it's changing the background here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pull this down so it's transparent on the background. And then by clicking on here where it says 4, now I can come in here and I can change the actual font color. And in that case, we're going to make that white. So now we got the white font color, or what I said is I think I said we we're going to make it kind of a goldish color. So let's apply that. And you can do the exact same thing. Now, one thing I found here is if you accidentally click somewhere else, in this case here I had text there, it very easily pops stuff in. So you got to keep an eye on that or you end up with a whole bunch of extra stuff on the page. There we go. Now it's off. Now we got this one here. And so I was kind of doing this wrong before. I was clicking on this, and that changes the background color. What we want to do is come over here and click on this text, and that way we can change the actual text color, and we'll change that to white, and we'll apply that. And that looks good enough for right now. So you see around here on the edges, there's little black lines. That's kind of where the cutoff is. You want to make sure you have everything inside of there with a margin and all that. But then you also have on the back, we can flip this around. We have the entire back of this thing. In this case here, I would probably change this whole thing to black and make the text white just to fit better with the front of this, or maybe even put that image back there. But I probably wouldn't. The text would be difficult to read over the top of it. But here's the really cool part. So now we can click on this and we go 3D preview. And it gives us a 3-dimensional image of it. But what's even cooler is now we can just grab a hold of this and we can turn it any way we want. And check out right here, the lighting on this, as you move it back and forth, the lighting changes as you rotate this. So there's perspective, there's lighting, there's shadow, there's everything you would want. And so where do I want to keep this here? I don't know. See, again, like I said, I'm not much of a designer, so you guys who are good at design, you would know exactly how to do this. But, and again, you can flip it all the way around so you can see the back of the book. And, of course, you got single book templates and double book templates and triple and quadruple. And so you got all kinds of options on how you can make this look. But let's just for fun, let's leave it right here like that. And now what we're going to do is, again, we can save it. And so that'll save it as a file that we can come back in and work on later. And so it'll put that down here, and you'll see the icon there. But then we're also going to export this as an image. So we're going to call this one test 3. And we're going to save that as an image. Because now what we're going to do, we're going to come out of here. And I already had some of these other mock-ups already, so you get the idea on how to build a mock-up. So we're going to just come here and take a look at our custom image. We're going to click on Create Our Custom Image. And the first thing we want to do, because this is going to be a mock-up, we're going to make our background transparent, which apparently it was already transparent. It's not showing as transparent, but that's okay. So now what we want to do is we want to just take our image and we're just going to drag it in here. So here we got our book image, and it's taken up the full thing. So let's just bring this image down some. And I would think that it should be showing all the squares in the background because it's transparent. So I'm not really sure why that's not working right here, because I can't see the edge of this at all. Maybe if I hide this layer. Nope, that didn't do it either. Oh well, might be a glitch in there. But you saw it was working just fine on what I was doing before, and giving me a transparent background. So here we have our book right there. But now let's just say we want to take some of these other images just to make it simple. We're going to come in here. We're going to drop in this image as well. And so we're going to make that a little bit smaller and move that up here. And then what we need to do is bring this one to the front. So we'll just go like that. Bring this one to the front of it. And then let's say we had, what else did I have over here? Another book. Or I had, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Didn't want to double click on it. I want to just drag that in. So we have our audio version of the book here as well. We will pretend. So we got like the movie version, we got the audio version, and we have the book version as our product stack, our product mock-up right here. And then in this case here, we can save that. And we will just call this test 4. We will save that. And that's saved that as a project file, but we also can export it. So we will call that test 4 as well. And now it exported it as an image. And like I said, I'm not sure why that background is not working right. If I hadn't been filming, I would have stopped. I would have jumped back out. I would have jumped back in. Probably would have corrected the problem. But in a very, it definitely has a black background now. So, but in a very short period of time, I was able to whip together a book cover and this entire mock-up, and you saw me do it in, 10 minutes or so. So it says, great piece of software, and if you are interested in the link to get this super special offer, right now there's not an affiliate program, so I'll give you the link, but I don't get paid a dime for it. But where you're going to end up is right here on the Pyks page, but make sure you get a hold of me to get to the special link, because it's $67 a month. $67 one-time fee if you use this special link. And then the next page is an upsell for $97, where they give you just tons and tons more templates and images and stuff like that. So for a total of $160, $170, you got this thing. You never have to pay for it again. So I think it's a really sweet deal. That's why I wanted to put it out to y'all. So again, message me, do whatever, and I will drop you the link. So until next time, have a great day.